The concern, though, really is about the months ahead, right, as the trade war rages on. Stock market's down again today, and Doug Flynn is here from Flynn Zito Capital Management. Okay, Doug, so, we talk about it all the time. I know the Journal had this article today about consumer spending, and their basic point was like, it's not just lower income people, it's higher income people, middle income people. They're starting to see signs.
Yes.
And that wouldn't be great that people are pulling back. What are you seeing?
Yeah, and we are seeing it. I mean, on the sort of the lower income end, the common refrain is there's too much month left at the end of my money, and so we're seeing people make some decisions on that. On the higher end, you're also seeing people delay some of their purchasing decisions, and that might be just the wealth effect. People feel a little less wealthy this month as opposed to last month.
Stand by, Doug. You got the Commerce Secretary, Howard Lutnick, real quick live, so we're going to listen into him live. Here he is at the White House in the driveway, and is he taking off here? Or is he coming in? Is he coming or going, as they say? He's going, Claudine? Oh, man, he heard we were going to go to us. He says, you know what? I love Doug Flynn. I used to watch him all the time on TV when I was back in New York, and I want to hear what he has to say about the market. So thank you, Howard. All right, Doug. So where were you? Go ahead. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, no worries. Well, we just, what we're starting to see is that if you look at how that translates into earnings forecasts for companies, you're starting to see those companies say that their forward earnings are going to be lower because the consumer is beginning to spend less. Right. So it isn't isolated to just one particular income area. You're seeing it across the board. So some of those things, and what it comes down to is it's all this talk about inflation, tariffs, the recession word is being thrown around. So that just starts to weigh on people. It's showing up.
The other thing that I think is interesting, we talked about Tesla stock a lot and how it's got beaten up lately, especially that one day when it got absolutely hammered. The Axios piece today was about how the turmoil at Tesla has ignited what they call a political proxy war, right? What do they mean? So Trump goes out, he was like the used car salesman the other day in the driveway at the White House showing off the Teslas. And then like Sean Hannity comes out and says, he's going to get a Tesla. So all the people on the right, they love them. People on the left who might have been inclined to buy them previously don't want to anymore. How do you see this playing out for Elon's business long term, for Tesla's business?
I mean, for the longest time, Teslas and EVs in general were associated with the left and with green, and now they're associated with sort of Trump and all of that and Doge, and so but the left have really abandoned this, certainly on the Tesla side, but the right hasn't really overly adopted EVs and certainly Teslas.
Net, that's not great if you're Tesla.
Not great. And so, I mean, I don't know if this turns into more of like when you talk about the Chick-fil-A thing in the past, and at some point people are like, it's just a chicken sandwich we're talking about. At the end of the day, these are electric vehicles. If you think that he makes the best one, you'll buy it. There are others, of course, but some people are just not going to buy EVs. It's that whole thing.
That's true.
But, this is the danger of getting your politics too intertwined with your business, and it's usually not a good recipe because, yes, you could push some people away and attract others, but so far it hasn't worked to his benefit, and sales are down all over the place, and the company overall has lost more than half of its value. It's now the 9th largest company in the U.S. At one point, it was number 6 or number 7. So it's lost a lot in terms of value overall, and therefore the net worth to Elon, of course.
You'll have to take up a collection for Elon there at some point. You could put a benefit together. Thank you, Doug.
No one's
Doug
doing
Flynn
that.
there.